You ever been in that situation where you're at a restaurant, starving, menu in hand, and you finally settle on the perfect dish? And then, just as the waiter walks away, your date looks over and says, "Oh, that looks good. I'll just have some of yours." Boom. That right there is betrayal in its purest form. Forget cheating, forget ghosting. Watching someone steal fries off your plate after swearing they weren't hungry, that's the real gulag level suffering. And don't even pretend it hasn't happened to you. I once ordered nachos, big mountain of cheesy glory, and before I could even taste one, this girl I was with had already created a mini food shortage on my side of the table. I sat there quietly calculating how much loyalty truly costs. Spoiler, about 3 chips and all the jalapenos. Now, of course, that's funny because it's small stakes. But here's the thing, loyalty, in the big sense, is no joke. And that's where we need to talk about Solzhenitsyn, the guy who survived the Gulag system and then came out dropping truth bombs about human nature like he was writing Yelp reviews for humanity. His lesson? Loyalty, especially the loyalty we think is rock solid, has cracks you don't see until the pressure hits. See, we all have this fantasy that loyalty, especially female loyalty in relationships, is unshakable. Like, she's your ride or die, Bonnie to your Clyde, Thelma to your, well, you. But Solzhenitsyn's Gulag lesson reminds us, under enough pressure, under enough hunger, under enough fear, people snap. And when they snap, loyalty isn't the diamond we thought it was. It's more like a saltine cracker, sturdy enough on the plate, crumbles instantly in the soup. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to say women are incapable of loyalty. Not at all. But the brutal truth, the one nobody likes to admit, is that female loyalty is often conditional. It's tied to security, stability, and survival. And before you roll your eyes, let's be real, men do this too, just differently. The difference is men like to imagine loyalty as through fire and brimstone, while women tend to imagine it as through fire and brimstone as long as there's Wi-Fi, a stocked fridge, and maybe a backup plan. And honestly, that's not even evil. That's smart. You can't blame someone for being wired for survival. But it is a wake-up call. Picture this. You're in a gulag, freezing your bones off, eating a potato peel once a week. The guards are dangling freedom in front of your partner if she just signs a little paper saying, yeah, he was plotting against the state. You think she's staying silent? You think she's saying, nope, never betraying him? Some will, some truly will. But a terrifying number will look at that pen, look at their hungry stomach, and think, maybe he was plotting something. And just like that, loyalty cashes out. It's the same in modern relationships, just less dramatic. Things are good, bills are paid, Instagram photos look cute, loyalty's golden. But let things collapse, money dries up, stress piles on, you lose that job, and suddenly you're not the knight in shining armor anymore. You're just a guy who used to have a horse. That's when loyalty gets tested. That's when the gulag lesson kicks in. And listen, I'm not throwing shade like I'm some loyalty champion myself. I once ditched a gym buddy because he suggested we go for a light run that turned into a half marathon. I left that man at mile 3 like he was luggage. If the gulag guards had been holding my shoes hostage, I would have signed whatever they put in front of me. So yeah, loyalty's tough. But here's where it gets interesting. Solzhenitsyn didn't just say, hey, people betray under pressure. He also showed us the deeper truth. Loyalty isn't about what people say they'll do. It's about what they do when betrayal is the easy option. And the brutal truth about female loyalty is that, for many, loyalty thrives in comfort but buckles under chaos. Now that sounds depressing, but wait, it's also liberating. Why? Because once you see loyalty for what it really is, you stop being naive. You stop demanding fairy tale ride or die devotion and start appreciating the little, everyday acts of loyalty that actually count. Like when she still laughs at your bad jokes, or when she listens to you rant about the coworker who stole your stapler energy. That's loyalty in practice. That's her choosing you in the small ways, when it would be easier to tune out. And maybe the real problem is that we confuse loyalty with permanence. We think loyalty means forever, unshakable, granite strong. But in reality, it's fragile. It has to be renewed every day. It's tested every day. And sometimes, yes, it breaks. But that doesn't mean it never existed. It just means it was human. So the brutal truth is, female loyalty, like all loyalty, has limits. It's often more practical than poetic, more conditional than we want to admit. And when you understand that, you stop being shocked when loyalty falters. You start appreciating the moments it holds. Because, let's be honest, if we can't even trust someone not to steal our fries, what makes us think loyalty will survive a gulag? But if she sticks with you through the chaos, through the job loss, through the stress, through the cheap dinners where the fries are all you can afford, then she's probably not just loyal, she's legendary. Just make sure you order an extra side of fries, for safety.